Hello. Oh, okay. But they are going to go ahead with what they got. I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll start getting ready here. You gonna just hang on the phone now?
Conneaut City Council is called to order for February 14th, 2022. Roll call.
Council President Pro Tem, Mr. Moiseo,
Here.
Mr. Emery,
Here.
Mr. Goff,
Here.
Mr. Perkowski,
Here.
City Manager, Mr. Hockaday,
Here.
and Law Director, Mr. Lewis.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, next up, approval of the meeting minutes for January 24th, 2022. Is there a motion? Make a motion. I'll second it.
And 1 second. Mr. Emery,
Yes.
Mr. Goff,
Yes.
Mr. Moiseo,
Yes.
Mr. Perkowski.
Yes. Okay, the meeting minutes for January 24th, 2022 have been approved. We have no special presentations tonight. We do have an awards presentation, Spartan Student of the Month, Joey Bowen. Joey, are you here? Would you like to step over here, come forward? Who's with you tonight?
My girlfriend and my best friend.
They can come on up too. And your principal's with you? Okay.
Certificate of Achievement Spartan of the Month. The Spartan of the Month for February is Joey Bowen. Joey is a student at Conneaut High School. His nominating teacher stated, Joey has been an exemplary student and athlete at Conneaut High School over the last 4 years. He treats other students and staff with respect. Joey has become a leader both on the football field and in the classroom. He has shown dedication and perseverance in all areas. Joey exhibits those qualities that make him a representative of what it means to be a true Spartan. Signed this 14th day of February with council's member Perkowski and Emery.
On behalf of the City Council, I'm going to give you this little gift for you to show our appreciation for what you did.
Joey, would you like to say anything?
Thanks.
Okay.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, thank you. Congratulations. Appreciate it.
There, high five.
Yeah, you go high five, what we would like to do. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't believe, good night. Thank you. I don't believe there's any citizen comments. Communications, does anybody have communications they would like read into the record or? Okay,
Not-
I'm sorry,
I
Pam,
said I do not.
you do not? Okay. Okay, reports of our administration, Mr. Hockaday.
Well, given our extremely light agenda tonight, I opted not to give a full report. I do know we are going to have some action items at our next council meeting. We are anticipating some absences tonight, so we didn't load up the agenda. We have had a few water main breaks, over the course of the past week or so. Really appreciate the efforts of the water distribution crew. It's not a fun time of year. Some freezing issues, obviously, with some service lines. If you're having problems, you can call the water distribution facility. Obviously, if you see water bubbling up out of the ground in a non-natural place, then, either call the water filtration plant or water distribution. The filtration plant is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So there should be someone there, just help us keep an eye on our system, be our partner in that. And hopefully, even with some crazy weather coming up this week, it's supposed to be 50 on Thursday and then 18 by that night. So it's the prime time for waterline breaks. So if you see something, say something to us. We keep a pretty close eye on our towers and pumps to notice those in the system. Other than that, I'm happy to answer any questions. Our public works department continues to try and move snow away from critical intersections where there might be visibility or line of sight issues, and certainly in the downtown and port district areas. That's a slow process because the snow is generally very bulky and it takes a lot of time to move it. So just be patient. We'll get it out of here, and hopefully we don't get too much more snow later this week. So other than that,
Were they calling for more snow? Or
we
what?
are on Thursday night. We're supposed to get about 1 inch of rain on Thursday, followed by about 2 to 3 inches of snow, maybe 4 inches. Depends on
Which way the wind blows?
timing, right?
Okay. Our finance director, Mr. Williams, is absent this evening. Hopefully he's doing better. We can't elaborate too much more on that, I don't think. Law Director, Mr. Lewis.
Also, in the interest of expediency, nothing new to report this evening, Mr. Moiseo. I'll be happy to answer any questions if anybody has any. Thank you.
Okay. Any reports of standing committees? Reports of board or liaisons? That'll take us to ordinances and resolutions on the table. I just want to mention one thing. There was a planning commission meeting on Thursday, the 10th, which I attended, Mr. Gaw attended. So some of my questions, especially on ordinance 9621, were answered, and there's some things we're going to have to do to take these off the table and just kind of reword some of the language in there, in which I guess we can present to when we have a full body here to look at those and maybe start acting on those and get them off the table and go from there. But I thought it was really productive. There were people here from or property owners of Airbnb, short-term rentals, and also bread and breakfasts. So, and there was some good community input, which I was happy with. So that's all I have on that. So that's something we'll have to look at coming up here in the near future. So that takes us to third reading ordinances, which there are none. Second reading ordinances and resolutions, there are none. First reading ordinances and resolutions, there are none. Any unfinished and old business? And that's going to take us to, wow, we're really moving right along here. That'll take us to miscellaneous business. Any miscellaneous business to be brought before city council?
Mr. Hockaday. Have we tried to give the Route 20 from, I'd say, Dairy Queen West a good, there's some big monster holes. Have they been trying to?
They were out there. They were out there at the end of last week.
All right.
Yeah, we know there's some potholes out there.
I
It's
mean,
just,
It'll just pop up overnight.
yes,
I mean,
yep.
Okay,
It's that time of year as well, so.
We're doing it.
Water lines and potholes, they were out last week, they did a good portion of 20 last week. But of course, if it snows again, they plow it right back out, it's just, it's a battle,
Yeah.
but certainly if there's a big major one that needs addressed, call down to Public Works. We keep a list and we make sure we monitor that very, very carefully. If somebody calls in with something that's hazardous, we're out there almost immediately.
and I seen them today. They were they're doing their best with what they got, cleaning up uptown.
Yep.
I appreciate their work.
And again, I want to thank the Planning Commission for all their work on these ordinances 9621, 9721, 98, and 99. They did a lot of hard work, a lot of research, pulling other ordinances from other communities, coastal communities here in Ohio. So I just want to thank them again for all their hard work on that. Any other miscellaneous business?
We need to excuse our absent members.
Yeah, we will do that. So we need to excuse Mrs. Ledford, Mr. Kozeski, and Mr. Arcaro.
I'd like to make a motion.
Ms. O'Connell?
Mr. Emery,
Yes.
Mr. Goff,
Yes.
Mr. Moiseo,
Yes.
Mr. Prokowski.
Yes.
Okay, that concludes miscellaneous business. We will go into executive session to discuss personnel and contract negotiations. And then we will reconvene after executive session. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
For adjournment.
Need a motion
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Motion to go in executive
I'll
session,
make a motion.
I'll second it.
for the purpose of.
personnel and contract negotiations.
Thank you.
Mr. Lewis, is that specific enough or do we have to be more broad with that definition?
Specific enough, yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Mr. Emery,
Yes.
Mr. Goff,
Yes.
Mr. Moiseo,
yes.
Mr. Prokowski.
Yes.
Okay, that'll conclude our regular meeting. We'll go into executive session.
We are going to kill the
Oh, yeah.
video and the video feed, but we will reconvene in
Resume it.
council chambers to adjourn the meeting for anybody staying, but we will stop the live feed.
Okay.